Hello and welcome, I'm an A442 and in this video we're going to be doing Cool Things number 2. Okay, so a long time ago I set up a video series called Cool Things, and as you can see here, my first video was this. What is Cool Things? #1. The thumbnail on this is pretty awful, but I'm going to try and revive it right now, because I found a load of cool stuff, and I believe I do also have a link in the description below for people who want to submit things if they think that their thing or a thing that they have seen is good enough to go on to here. So the first one that I found is an OpenRC F1 RC race car, but it is the Tesla Cybertruck. Now I was considering actually printing one of these myself, because it would be quite fun as a little project to do, to have your very own Tesla Cybertruck. Now as you can see here, it prints in loads of little parts, and you can have your own Cybertruck, probably in the standard, remote control car size, and that's really cool. And I'm looking forward to doing something like that. They've actually got a video of some guy using it here as well. I won't play that, but yeah, if you wanted to see that, I'll have a link for everything in this video in the description below. So make sure you go and check these things out, and if you want to print them, definitely do, because this one looks really cool. So here we have a wind turbine. Now the wind turbine is also a water pump on here, but the thing with wind turbines working the way they do is if you've got the blades spinning, and as you can see on here, it kind of has a little mount point for the bottom. If you have the blades spinning and they're interlocking and all this kind of stuff is turning, there was a great video I saw of it somewhere. Here we go. I will actually play this one. I'll mute that. That is the blade spinning of this thing, and the bottom, the output is going down this rod here. You could then transfer the power or the force of that down into a motor or a turbine type thing, and have that generate electric potentially, or any other type of thing like that. The next one up here that I've got is a fully 3D printable turntable. Now as you can see here, it is what it says it is. You turn the crank over here, or you crank the crank, I guess, I don't know, and as that turns, the thing on top turns. It's just like a turntable does. The turntable is what turntable does, or whatever they say. It comes with all the parts. Here's a small video of it working. No, it's not. Oh, that is cool. That is cool. Oh, damn. Yeah, so this guy's printed it out. So shout out to Brybro12, and I'm guessing this is, yeah, Brian Broken, or Brocken, which is the same person. So all he's done is stuck a bit of paper, I believe, to the top. Yeah. So he printed out the turntable sheet, which is just something that prints on A4, and stuck it to the top side of the turntable, which is just this plastic thing here, which goes on top. And then with that, he was able to create a nice white sheet to go on the top if you wanted to do like a 360 video or photogrammetry, is it, or for turning things into 3D. You could probably do that with this. Then I saw this. This is an Arduino controlled photogrammetry Freedy Scanner. Basically it looks like the last one, but it has electronics in it to perform the actions that it needs to take. This one does use an Arduino Uno as well, but this looks really cool, and I don't know, not really sure what this joystick does, but I do have one of these. This one was also done by Brybro12, so the same guy that did this one. So he loves turntables. Evidently he's very good at making them as well, so that's really cool. There is a lot of tanks and war machines and stuff like that. Things used during probably World War II, maybe World War I. There's some really strange looking tanks that came out of the wars. At the moment, I think the download link is broken, as he does say here. Until they fix it, use the individual item download. So you have to download each thing individually down in this this link thing here. Oh, and apparently you can click download all. Or maybe that's the thing that's broken. But there could be potentially too many things on that list for you to download all of them. And that would not be perfect, but I can understand how that would happen. Balcony box. Now, I have had a quick look through this one. I do want to print one of these because it does look really cool. The balcony box. This thing is kind of like the Venus box that we did before, but in this one, I think the top and maybe the bottom as well turns, and then you have two little drawers come out the side. So there you go. You twist in the top, and the two parts just come out. They just pop out, and that's really cool. That's great. I love that. So you push the top in, so that you don't have to print all of that stuff, and it just looks like it works really well. I can't wait to print something like that. It looks really cool. Okay, now for the gearbox, and as you can see, the gearbox is it's a gearbox with a apparently it's actually fully working. So you have the gears down here. There's, I think, 3 gears and a reverse, which is pretty awesome. And there is a lot of parts to this. Wow, yeah, I'm just trying to see if there was a video of it in action or anything like that. But apparently you can use this gearbox to drive a motor from one end to the other in the way that you would usually with a gearbox. Let's have a look at this. Look at that. That is amazing. It's a TwistLock Clamp. You know, you can use this to... Oh wow, this person has crushed cans with it apparently. That's kind of cool. But I mean, in a lot of cases as well, you can use these things. Oh wow, he's holding a chair with it. In a lot of cases, you can use these kind of things to hold things to other objects, as per clamps normally do, I guess. And I was looking for some clamps, to be fair, to help with potential upcoming projects. Either, I don't know, like metal work, woodwork, or even just kind of like gluing two objects together. You want to have them stuck together and held tight, and that's what you need when you're printing and you're sticking things together. You need them to be stuck tight together so that the glue holds, so you don't have to hold the item in your hand for a long time. So clamps are just like a great way of getting around that. So Jake here has created some cool TwistLock clamps. Next up, this one is purely for visual purposes, but red rocket with plume. It looks cool. Now, I don't know if this plume is hollow, but one really cool thing that you could do with this, did that print in one piece? Wow, there's it next to a cat. There's a nice cat. So yeah, I mean, this is really cool. It is what it is, isn't it? It's a rocket that looks cool with cool plumes, and I really like these spherical plumes coming out at the bottom here. It does create a very nice looking base. And there's even a little thing that you stick underneath it there for a little flame. So how cool is that? But yeah, other than that, this is just what it is. I don't know if the underneath is hollow, so you could put some LED lights in there. Maybe put a, you know, the flickering candles, like the plastic LED candles that have like a flickering light. It would be cool to put one of those underneath it, so that you can have like a flickering smoke underneath. I know that's not really that realistic, but it would be a cool idea. For me anyway. Thank you, JBDaws. Very nice. And this one is very basic. It's a basic bird feeder, but what else do you need with a bird feeder? I mean, you know, it's something that you can print that you can use to feed the birds outside. And because it's back in growing season, birds are actually natural predators for a lot of things that you want to keep out your garden, such as caterpillars and maybe even slugs. I'm not really sure if they are natural predators for slugs, but I know they are natural predators for caterpillars, and I had a huge problem with caterpillars last year. So if you guys want to keep up to date with me growing my stuff, I'm growing just, you know, standard vegetables and stuff like that in the back garden. So potentially a basic bird feeder would be very useful for that, because it will get the birds nearby, and then when they come to get the feed, they'll see the prey, or whatever you want to call it, and then they'll eat that instead. And you can either have this, or you can have like a really fancy one in your back garden that you've, you know, like purchased or made yourself out of metal, or even wood, a little wood box, little wood frame. They're quite cool as well. Nice little things that you can make yourself, which aren't very difficult to make. But yeah, I'm going to try and make a few more things this year, maybe even with repurposed wood and stuff like that, just to see if I can actually do that kind of thing. If you guys are doing that kind of stuff as well, let me know in the comment section below. That'd be really cool to know, because I don't really know where to start with woodwork. But yeah, that is it for this video. This is the basic bird feeder by Matthew Osborne. I don't know if I said that already, but thank you for that. It's a very nice model. Thank you to everyone on this list so far for their models, because they have it's a good list this week. I might try and do this bi-weekly, based on the latest stuff that comes out on Thingiverse, and hopefully if I can get that down to a T, I will be able to do that. So yeah, if you guys like it, if you guys like the format that I'm doing here, then please let me know with a thumbs up and a comment in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.